Let me ask you this. Do you
Hate nature.
understand their values? Do you get a sense of the organization's values, an underlying principles?
Yes.
I sort of get a sense that they have like a very scientific basis for their work, and that gives me a positive feeling. So, you know, natural communities and emphasis on diversity of life on Earth. So that was the sense that was the value that I felt.
What about the others? Did you get a sense of their values or their principles through their mission statement?
I think what they want to say that their values are, yes, you get a good sense of what they want to express are their values, not necessarily what are their.
Are you talking about all of them or
All
just
of them in general.
all of them?
Yeah, the more art, the more people, more of the time, I feel like it's very balanced. Like, it's just talking about quantity, like more. But like, for what? And like, for what reason? There's no value.
Well, could they also mean they think all people deserve to experience art, all communities, all people love it?
That's a little bit sort of like maybe.
So you're not feeling like you really get their value in the Florida Arts Council?
Sounds more like a slogan versus a mission statement.
A slogan versus a mission statement. Interesting. That's a new thing that's come up in this group actually. That did not come up in the first meeting, so that's something we're going to write down. So that's more of a slogan, like a marketing slogan, versus a mission statement, which kind of goes back to that idea that we talked about at first. What is the purpose of a mission statement? Is it something that we go back to and we compare all of our programming to, and we decide, does it match with our mission? Every step that we make? Well, we're going to transition now, I think, into an activity. Oh, we do?
Yeah, so we're talking about values, and I kind of wanted to, before we go into an activity about core values, we kind of wanted to define what a value is.
Oh, that's right.
So I can so affirming, we want to affirm our values. So a lot of what came out of this discussion was that the mission statement should be true, right, Daniel, and should affirm our values. So let's just define what a value is, and then we can also see if anybody has any alternative or additional definitions to what a value is. So I'm just going to read it right from here. Value is a noun, a principle, standard, or quality considered worthwhile or desirable. It's only up here. Worth in usefulness or importance to the possessor, utility or merit. Precise meaning or import, and as a verb, it's to highly regard, to esteem. So does anybody have any other definitions for value? What a value is? All right, seems like we have that covered. So everybody understands? Nod your heads, yes, it's good moving. You understand what value is, okay, it's important. These are some examples of values. There's 3 examples of values. I don't know if these are just general, they don't apply necessarily to this organization, to Lutheran, but these are just examples of values: quality, safety, service. Those are just 3 examples of values.
She had a thought here.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
The other part of value is that there's some sort of moral integrity.
Okay, very important. Everybody hear that? Moral integrity. That's the other part of having a value.
Dignity,
Dignity.
integrity, compassion, service. This is
Integrity.
core value we just follow in
Right,
our
those are just values. They're examples of values. Dignity. And what were those 3 again?
dignity. We just like we work and follow core value: dignity, integrity, compassion, service in our work.
Oh,
And this is values, you know, just like.
Those are the Lutheran values, right?
Yes.
Those are the Lutheran values.
Where-
Right, when you go through orientation, that's what they talk about.
Yeah.
So, what's this? I guess I'm right up there. Any other, just right before we go into this, I have one other definition that I like to put up here. And core values, the essential and enduring tenets of the organization. This leads into a guiding principle. Guiding principles that are the soul of the organization and that are significant importance to those inside the organization. They guide all actions and require no external justification. I think the last phrase of that is very important to realize, is that they do not require external justification. That it's not that it's not a company like Core Group coming in and telling you what your values are. It's not the case. Is that you have to decide for yourself what your values are. It's not, and this is the key part of this process, is that nobody from the outside is telling you what your values are. You have to tell the world what your values are, and it has to go, it has to be expressed in your mission statement. So, I think I got that right, Norma?
Well, and also it shouldn't be constantly changing with your audience or your funders or whomever. It's something that you hold dear and that you project into the world, you create.
It doesn't change as the wind blows.
Right.
Like, if you could say that. So, thank you, Norma.
That's, I answer.
Okay. So we're going to go into an activity. We're going to break everybody up into two groups, and then when we're in those two groups, we're going to break everybody up into further groups from the two groups, because this is a large room and we're going to break everybody up. So
We're going to be basically doing an exercise where we're going to be thinking about what we already have a sense of our current values and our operating principles. And really crafting some language. We have some language already, some thoughts that you'll be able to look at as well. So we want to have you take your participant handout with you. If you're going to be in the other room, and we're going to count off and do the old count off. The only way we can do it in a big group like this. So we're just going to count off 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's going to be 2 participants.
and hold on. Two is going to go.
2 is going to come with me into the other room, which hopefully is not 92 degrees anymore. I hope not. Don't worry. There are windows. So we will. So should we start counting off?
Yeah.
Don't forget your participant handout. And
So me will start. So 1, stay here.
2. 1, 2. 2. 2. 1. 2. 2. 1. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2.
1.
Maybe 2.
1.
1. 2. 1. 2. 2. Maybe in the front. 1. 2. You're a 2, yeah? 1, 2.
1.
And now, Angelica, you're a 1.
Did you say?
Fran, you're a 2. Christina, you're a 1.
Okay.
Now we're back. 2. 1. 2. 1. 1. 2. 2. Did everyone get a number? Yeah? Okay, wow, we did it.
All right, so single file, follow all pages.
Single file.